Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. I'm sorry, I was trying to wrap up something. I was coming, guys. I'm doing 3 computers this morning. Oh, good morning and good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope everyone's having a great morning thus far. Yes. What is this? What's today? Tuesday? Yes. Oh, why is the week creeping already? Like, can we get on through the week already? Oh, I'm still waking up, guys. So give me a moment. I'm still low key waking up a bit. But nevertheless, thanks for being here. Hopefully, you guys had a chance to check out our video, our pop-in video from last night. Lots of tea in that video. If you missed it, you missed a lot. So make sure you're checking that out and hit the like button for me on that, baby, so you can be in the know. Because we had a lot of tea going on last night. Great video. So thank you guys for being here. We had like 500 and something of you guys that joined us in the pop in. Yes, honey, over here getting this tea. But thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the show because I do have some great topics to go over with you guys today. All right. Computers. Oh, I got 3 computers going. You don't need that. Y'all. I told you I'm not a morning person, so it takes a little bit some mornings for me to kind of snap out of it and be, kind of snap out and be a little more. It's coming though. Give me a while. It's coming. I have to drink some tea later. All right, so let's get into the show. I pulled some topics that I wanted to go over with you guys. For those of you who are Amazon shoppers like myself, Amazon, you guys, they are offering primary health care to Prime members, you guys, for $9 a month. Did y'all know that? This is something that just came out. I said, I want to share this because I stay on Amazon. Like, they get all my money. I'm constantly on Amazon. Boxes are always coming to my house from damn Amazon. Let's get into this. Now, they're saying Amazon on Wednesday announced that Prime members can now purchase a discounted subscription to its One medical healthcare service for a rate of $9 a month for $99 a year. That's pretty good. Somebody said, yes, I joined. Sonia said she joined. Okay. So they said that the deal comes after Amazon completed its purchase of the U.S. primary healthcare provider for nearly $4 billion earlier this year. So they said that the service, which normally costs $199 annually, offers in-person or virtual care and has hundreds of primary care offices across America, according to Amazon. Okay. Now they're saying that the One Medical membership covers unlimited access to 24/7 on-demand virtual care, including video chats with licensed providers within minutes and an easy in-app Treat Me Now feature that lets members get fast care for common concerns like cold and flu, skin care, and common concerns like cold and flu. Like the common cold, flu, skin issues, allergies, urinary tract infections, and more. It says that the e-commerce giant has announced. All right, so virtual care is available nationally, and members don't incur any additional costs for on-demand virtual care services. All right, so it's all covered by the membership. That sounds like a great thing to sign up for. I already have medical, so I ain't gonna fool with it. But for anyone else who don't, that would probably be a great thing to jump on. Now, they're saying that Prime members who sign up for this new benefit and live near a One Medical location can also easily schedule same and next day remote or in-person appointments at any One Medical's hundreds of primary care offices across the U.S. So for office visits, it says that customers use their insurance or pay out of pocket. So they're saying that One Medical also offers, or rather accepts, healthcare plans from most insurance carriers. Okay. Somebody says it's morning at Caramel. Yes, honey, it's morning. And I'm still waking up. So yeah, so that's something that you guys can look into for those of you that are looking to get maybe cheaper or just get medical anything medical at this point. If you don't have medical insurance, that's a great thing to look into, because everyone needs medical insurance, baby. You got to have some medical insurance. So make sure you have insurance. All right. I mean, you got nationwide. Nationwide ain't going to cover some of that stuff. You got to get medical. All right. Let's get into it, honey. We got more topics. We'll try to breeze through them. All right. So for those of you who are who like watching boxing, we got an update for that. Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti III, they are set to do a rematch, you guys, in Las Vegas. And it's going to be on Super Bowl weekend. Okay. I might watch that because I think that's going to be a good fight. So if you want to watch it, I think they're saying that Zeus will be presenting it. So if you may have to go over on the Zeus network to watch it. So it's going to be the Mayweather versus John Gotti III fight. So I think I'm gonna catch that. All right, I'm gonna catch it, and it will be on Super Bowl weekend. All right. So for those of you that like boxing, honey, don't forget. I'll try to give you guys updates because I think I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna tell my husband too because I know he like boxing. So yeah, okay, let's get on with it, y'all. Oh, I got a lot of topics, and I know I'm gonna have to push some for copying. Okay. Oh my God. So get on through these topics, baby. Okay, so as you guys know, we shared before the same psychic medium that was talking to Kim Porter before she passed away and predicted that Diddy's fate would come in November around the 15th or 16th or so. She was dead on, guys. She is back with another prediction, and I'm going to play it for you guys, okay? She's saying save the date that the psychic medium, her name is Sloan Bella. She's coming through with another prediction. She says that around Easter time, which happens to land on somebody's birthday, they're saying that something else is supposed to happen around Easter. So let's go ahead and play it for you guys so that y'all will know.
Level of this. I am seeing with P. Diddy another level of this. We're not done. It's like he's going to have to keep putting tarps over the hole in the roof because the rain keeps coming through. So just when he thinks he covered up the hole, another hole starts down there. When he thinks he covered that hole, another hole starts over there. So it's not going to stop. Like he's not off the hook. He may have paid Cassie, and good for her for getting out of it. Horrific. It doesn't matter who you slept with. Why is that blackmail? Stand up and say, this dude drugged me and he did this. She finally said it. And he doesn't want to face what he's done, but it doesn't matter. He's exceptionally psychic, by the way, so he gets physical feelings on when this is coming down, and he kind of knows it. And when he talks about Kim Porter, even though he's all nice and all good, like meaning talks nicely about her, at least publicly, to his kids, shuts with Pete.
Yo.
I am seeing something by March with P. Diddy, another level of this. We're not done. It's like he's going to have to keep putting tarps over the hole in the roof because the rain keeps coming through. So just when he thinks he covered up the hole, another hole starts down there. When he thinks he covered that hole, another hole starts over there. So it's not going to stop. Like he's not off the hook. He may have paid Cassie, and good for her for getting out of it. Horrific. It doesn't matter who you slept with. Why is that blackmail? Stand up and say, this dude drugged me and he did this. She finally said it. And he doesn't want to face what he's done, but it doesn't matter. He's exceptionally psychic, by the way, so he gets physical feelings on when this is coming down, and he kind of knows it. And when he talks about Kim Porter, even though he's all nice and all good, like meaning talks nicely about her, at least publicly, to his kids, shuts the wall down with her. I don't even know. I shut it. He's trying to feel her energy. And I'm going to put it this way. Once she ended up dead, okay, Kim Porter, when she died, and they use the word dead wrong, because when we pass out of this physical existence, we are not dead. Dead is the absence of God in your life. So to step away from God, okay, and your soul is to be dead, we pass out of our physical body, as Kim did. Another thing that I'm being shown is that he doesn't own all his wealth. It's a weird thing to say. He's got allegedly $700 million, if not more. That's just like, I mean, that's went back into the mid 2000s when they guesstimated that. It's not his money I'm being shown. So when they tell you these people have that money, he cannot do what he wants with all that money. That's a trick. It's a trap. It doesn't exist. I'm being told it doesn't exist. That does not mean he doesn't have 13 homes, a bunch of nice ass clothes, cars, Lamborghinis, women, tricks, you know, every equipment. He is given those things with part of the money, but he doesn't have control over it all. And they are siphoning it for him right now. I'm seeing it like a milkshake, and there's a straw, and his wealth is being sucked. So by him agreeing to pay Cassie off, the others are coming behind until there's a complete and utter takedown of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men. Okay?
Y'all hear that?
So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that, and he's going to try to step away. They're not done. And here's another thing I'm being shown. Okay, I don't know how to word this. This to me reminds me of like a binding spell in voodoo, and I don't know what I'm talking about with that. But his mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason.
Wow.
I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. This to me sounds like a losing of faculties, a losing of thought, a losing of thinking. I cannot speak, but it's sewed up around his mouth. That's actually how I'm seeing it. They're going to stitch his mouth shut. Why? I ask why. This is how it works for me. So when something hits me, I get impressions, and I just express those impressions. I could be right, I could be wrong, obviously. Nobody's 100% right. It's always worked this way for me. So when I ask him energetically, meaning in my head, however you want to word that, when I ask her why his mouth is being sewn up, it's because of his mentors, and they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old-time, old-style Motown, and she's showing me that he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them
I said that yesterday.
For some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done. It is a complete takedown, and then you will see this man's energy. So his 3 close right-hand people, and I have no idea who they are. I don't know who he considers close. There might be people he's seen with in public, and they might not actually be his 3 right-hand men. Wow. His responsibility goes long and far, but on a frequency level, astral level, which means when the physical body stops breathing, we step out into the realm around us. So it's like stepping into the air, into the ethers, except there's a doorway into another energy frequency. That's all it is a frequency, like a radio station, okay? So when we're talking about it, he steps into a different frequency, and they are blocking him. So you're not going to be able to connect with his energy as you evolve. I mean, you the people, we the people, all of us are not going to understand like where his power's gone, because it's going to be so obvious that we don't focus on him. And as a result of that, he cannot continue to do what he does. That is the balancing of karma. It's balance. Karma is not vindictive, it's balance. So when somebody is not responsible for their repercussions on earth, and they can just shove it under the counter, there is a strong female connected to Kim who's going to come out with more information, and it involves her family members and him, okay? Strong thing. A lot of people knew what this man did. That was confusing to me because I understand money and power, and I understand, as is the case with Harvey Weinstein, a lot of people knew what was going on, and nobody said anything until everybody said everything. We're seeing the same takedown. The time frame
that's deep. I see somebody was putting in Miss Sugar Mama not to call you out. She said we're seeking counsel from witches. And absolutely not. Let me say this. I don't typically deal with psychic stuff because I don't typically believe in it. But she did make a prediction before about when Puffy's fate was going to come after she had a conversation with Kim Porter prior to her death. Okay. This video just came back out to where she says, okay, around November 15th or whatever is when it's going to happen. And that was the same time that Cassie filed her lawsuit on Diddy when all of this stuff came out. So I got to kind of give her a little bit of credit because she was spot on. Now, when I heard this particular prediction, I said, let me share it because I don't know if there could be something to it. We just never know. And I'm not saying that I believe everything that this woman says, but she seemed to be very knowledgeable about some things that's going on with Diddy. Now, when she spoke on, there's a female that actually knows things that's going to speak through, that's going to speak for Kim, that she knows a lot of things, in adjacent to Kim and what Kim went through. I'm going to say Kimora Lee Simmons because the two of them were like sisters. They were close. Kimora was actually groomed. Y'all know she started dating Russell Simmons when she was in high school. She was a teenager and he was like in almost damn 30. Yeah, so she kind of went through some things and she saw some things. And when Kim was going through it with Diddy, she shared a lot of things with Kimora. So once all this came out with this Cassie stuff, Kimora even spoke up too. And she was like, hey, yeah, like I know some shit now. Like she spoke on it. So I feel like it's going to be Kimora that's going to speak because she has been saying that she don't feel like that Kim just passed away, just, from natural causes. She was saying that her death needs to be looked into more. And I really feel like that they need to probably exhume her body and look into it more. I don't feel like she just died of a cold. I don't feel like she caught the flu and she just died. I don't feel like she caught no fucking flu. I'm sorry. No flu and just passed away. It's something deeper. And then the fact that Diddy found her, it just seems a little fishy to me. And then, and I keep saying it. I keep saying it ever since she mentioned that tell-all book. She saw some stuff with Diddy. Okay. Diddy is, I'm going to say this. Allegedly, he's a closeted man. And let me go ahead and let me say my banner in case I forgot it. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, okay, and is used for fair use and entertainment. I want to make sure that I'm covered whenever I talk about this because this is very deep. These are some very deep allegations. I have read the deposition for Cassie like 3 times because I didn't want to miss anything and I didn't want to misspeak on anything as well. So everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. But I said all of that to say this. Barely a month after Kim Porter died or passed away rather, I already told you about how somebody broke into her home where she was living and they ransacked her home. They were looking for something. They were looking for that book and any remnants of that book so that they can destroy it because in that book, she was going to out Diddy. Y'all know most men who are closeted like that, who deal with women and have beautiful women on their arm in the public, they don't want people to know that they live that type of lifestyle. But several other celebrities have come out, like I told you guys yesterday with Cameron, saying he was at the house where Diddy lives. This was during the time that Mace was living with him. And he went to go and use Diddy's bathroom, and he opened the door to go in the bathroom, and what was on top of the damn sink? A DILDO. And Diddy was very nervous and he tried to lie and put it on Mace to say that was Mace's. But Cameron was like, but this is your bathroom. Mace has his own bathroom. So why would that be in your bathroom? So Diddy's been trying to cover up some things. And when a person is closeted and they don't want to be exposed, they're going to get rid of the person that's trying to expose them. That's usually how that works. Now with Cassie coming out and saying she was going to do a book, he's like, okay, oh my God, here we go again. Here we go again with this book thing. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. All right. Same with Dwight Howard. And the only difference with Dwight Howard is he actually had a case to where he had to come out to where someone was actually assaulted. This person was suing them. So he actually that was his way of outing himself to actually admit to doing that. And then he was still trying to be cocky with it. So what if I'm texting a guy? So what? Like, just come out. We're living in, what is this, 2023? Like, everybody is coming out now, and it's more accepted now than it was back in the 90s when this shit was going on. So Diddy's been dealing with these demons for quite some time. And if you look in different, like, look at his music, look at the lyrics, because I look at words. I listen to words when I listen to music. You got to read between the lines with some things, especially with Diddy. It's like he's hiding in plain sight. A lot of people know about it. The industry people know about it because they go to the parties. They go to his home where he have all these men. They have these beautiful women, which beautiful women attract what? Men. So there's a lot of men that are down low that come to these parties that are willing to do things and that type stuff. and participate in these orgies that they're saying that happen at these said parties. So when a person is conked out of their mind with ecstasy and that stuff, okay, you tend to do some things that you may not be so proud of the next day. So the beautiful women that he keep on his arm, as any download person is, that's a cover up. It's a cover up so that the person is looking at them and say, oh, he got a bad girl on his arm. He kept bad women on his arm. Any woman that you've ever seen Diddy with was beautiful. I've never seen him with no ugly woman. Kim Porter was beautiful. The girl that said that she was pregnant by him, where he put paws on her, she was beautiful as well. Cassie, beautiful. Okay. And he did everything that he could to chip away at her and make her look more masculine. When she shaved her head, he wanted her to look masculine. Why? Because that is what he's into. That's what he's into. R. Kelly did the same thing with Dominique Gardner, had her shave all of her hair off to look like a boy. Why? Because that is what he's into. He wanted men. He had these girls strapping up. Okay. There was also rumors that some of Diddy's women strapped up because they said he liked the big black penis. That's what was said and alleged. And in my opinion, from all the things that I've dug up. So it's not a coincidence that all this stuff is coming out about Diddy. I think that he's scared that he's going to be outed. And as this woman said, there are a lot of people and a lot of components that's attached to this. So if he goes down, a lot of people that's also involved in this, they're going to come down as well. That includes rappers. That includes people in the business. A lot of people. So a lot of people stand to be exposed by Diddy being exposed. And that bothers him because he don't want them coming for him. The pressure is going to break him, I promise you. Cassie has opened the floodgates to something very, very serious for Diddy, and he knows that. That is why he's looking stressed out in pictures that we're seeing, most recent pictures after she filed for this lawsuit. That's why he's looking like he about to lose his damn mind, because he is. He's getting phone calls from people like, you better fix this shit. Because if my name come up in this and I lose everything that I've worked for, millions and billions of dollars behind the shit that we got going on because of you and your bullshit, you better find a way to fix it. And that means even if somebody's not going to be on this earth anymore, because y'all know how he operates. That is why Kim Porter is not here, because she knew too much and she was willing to talk. So anybody that's willing to expose you in your bullshit when you've been sitting on it for so long and you've been trying to hide it, exposure can be a mother effer when you're in that situation. So you got to do what you got to do to keep somebody shutting up. And he could have threatened her and said, hey, you're not going to put that book out. What's to say she still don't go sneak and put the book out? He has a lot to lose by being exposed because he's presented himself as a certain person. So for people to see him as this gay man, okay, that's going to be very damaging for him. And he knows that. He knows that. So, y'all, and I'm gonna have some more stuff for you guys for the pop into. I'm not gonna give it all to you right now because, baby, I'm still digging up stuff. This is like very interesting to me. Okay, very, very interesting. So we're not gonna stop digging up stuff. If the other women, and I feel like other women are gonna come out as well. You're gonna see other women starting to come out, and just like R. Kelly, they're gonna keep chipping at that money, and that's what's gonna really break him because Diddy thrives off of a lifestyle. He thrives off lifestyle and image. So once that's gone, he's going to lose his freaking mind. They're going to break him all the way down like R. Kelly. R. Kelly is broke. R. Kelly was one of the most sold out, richest artists ever. He's wrote songs for everybody that you can think of, from Whitney Houston to the Backstreet Boys to everyone. And he is broke. Those women, they did not stop coming for him. The record labels, they disassociated themselves from him. Same thing that's going on with Diddy. Several artists, several people are starting to disassociate from Diddy because being connected to him also brings them down. So what's going to happen is he's going to lose a lot of revenue, which businesses we talked about yesterday. The cannabis company, which he was standing to gain millions from that. The alcohol company, what is it? I can't remember the name of it now, but anywho, they have decided to cut ties as well, which he stood to get millions from that as well. So people are cutting off Diddy after this has come out. So it's slowly chipping away and breaking him down. But as I told you guys, he has most of his things that he owned in his mama's name. And I think he's done that so that if and when somebody try to come for him, they can't really find out what he really owns because it's not in his name. He does own Ciroc, but the company Diablo, that's the company that actually furnishes his actual liquor that he actually sells, like Ciroc and all these other things that Diddy sells. Okay. So they're starting to pull out and not want to work with him anymore as a result, because they don't want that negative stigma on their business. It's negative to have something like that with everything that came out in that deposition attached to their business. They don't want that. They are saying, look, we rather wash our hands and not deal with you. We can find somebody else that can sell a liquor and invest into them, but we don't want that negative stigma on our business. So that is going to really, really hurt him a lot. And as more and more women come out and speak their truth, of course, they're going to get money for it. And they got to hurry up, because y'all know in some states, the statute of limitation will run out to where you can only just do a civil and not a criminal case. So shout out to Cassie. Prayers to her. I hope she's in a safe location after this, because, baby, you have opened the floodgates to a lot. I'm sure she is somewhere getting her life. And $100 million, because that's what they're saying that she was awarded. They were saying anywhere from 30 million to 100, which of course I'm hearing that the settlement that she did get was up to 100 million. That's a lot of money. Okay. Does it wipe away the pain? Does it wipe away all the things that she went through that was very horrific that we heard about? Absolutely not. Okay. There's probably some things that she's still going through as a result of what he did to her. And that happened years ago, and she's still dealing with it, memory loss and stuff like that, like we were saying. So shout out to her and anyone else that's going through any type of abusive situation. Get out, guys. Talk to someone, tell your truth. Do not allow that to overtake you. All right. As women, let's stick up for women and be there and advocate for one another. Let's move on. All right. You guys may remember Mr. Dwight Eubanks from Housewives of Atlanta, guys. He is getting married. Okay, y'all remember Dwight? He said, "Oh," when he told Sheree, "A fashion show with no fashion, how dreadful." I love Dwight. Okay, he always have those little sneaky reads. Let me show a picture. That y'all remember Dwight? Now he's had some work done. He had his nose done and some other stuff done to his face. Child, he put a little bit more Jerry curl juice in his hair to get that little extra curl and all that. But yeah, I like Dwight. Y'all know he and Nene had a little knockdown drag out or whatever on the show. And they really haven't been showing Dwight much, but they do watch. I've seen him. When's the last time I saw Dwight? On for those of you that watch Chasing Atlanta on YouTube, he was seen there at like a fashion show, and he looked good. I was like, look at Dwight. But shout out to Chasing Atlanta for those of you that watch that. That's my show. They are clowns, crazy as hell on there. But they're saying that a good old favorite, Dwight Banks from Eubanks, rather, from an early season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, will soon be a husband. All right. It says that the former reality star is also a designer and event planner. It says that in an IG post celebrating his last wedding of the year, it says that he also announced that he'd been proposed to. All right, go Dwight. So this says that there are no details surrounding his fiance. He's keeping it on the low. But it said, nonetheless, that we're sure that it's going to be a fabulous event. And I know the wedding is going to be beautiful because that's exactly what he does, events or whatever. But I like Dwight. They should bring Dwight back to the show. That might help the ratings. Hell. And speaking of bringing somebody back to the show, it's rumored that Bravo is following Nene again on social media outlets, which a lot of people kind of sparked a lot of people thinking, well, are they considering, maybe they might be thinking about trying to bring Nene back, or maybe rebridging that gap that they received when she filed that lawsuit? Because I know Andy Cohen was saying that she would never ever be on Bravo Network again, but the fact that they are following her after they unfollowed her whenever she did the whole lawsuit may speak volumes to the fact that they may be, trying to buckle down and realize that when she was on the show, she really did bring something to the show to where the ratings were their highest when Nene was on the show. Okay. All right, so let's see. That's the rings where he was showing he's proposed to. That's Dwight. Just to give you guys a little update.
I mean, she was coming in at the end. She said she's sick.
So perhaps she's not doing a collection.
Shout out to Tasha K.
Lisa's on her way. She's
Jasmine Brand. I'm sorry. Shout out Jasmine Brand.
Oh, wonderful. I would love to work with her on that.
Y'all remember Dwight? That's Dwight. Okay. We can't show it all because y'all know they be tripping. I think this is when him and Nene got into it.
I don't get a hug?
Not really. Okay, too, boo.
Who is up? That was last year.
Well, he needs to be. Now, this is this year.
Y'all can't tell me that wasn't good TV. We can't show it all. Y'all cannot tell me that was not good TV when Dwight Eubanks and Nene got into it, like that exchange. Just him being on the show, period, because he kept a good read, and I love it. So shout out to Dwight, baby. I ain't got nothing negative to say about Dwight. I love me some damn Dwight. All right. Moving on, child. Speaking of Dwight Howard is in the news as well, honey. They're saying that Dwight Howard wants to know, are you taking $500K or dinner with him? All right. This shit is so funny to me, y'all, because a lot of people were like, we're gonna take the dinner, nigga. We're gonna take the money. We don't want to have no damn dinner with you. So then he made another post when everybody was asking just for the money. All right. So he said, let's settle this. He says dinner with Dwight or $200K. All right. Then he says that they had to bump the money up to $500K because everyone was choosing something else. They didn't want him. So it's so funny. But I thought that shit was funny. He you know how they did? I think they did the same thing with Usher, like have dinner with Usher or take the money. So a lot of people's like, yo, give me the money. We're not trying to be fooling with no damn Dwight with no damn dinner. So he's also in the news for something else because he's coming after one of his baby mamas. Okay, I'm gonna pull that up for you guys as well. Then we're gonna double back. I know I'm kind of all over the place this morning, but I'm trying to get all my topics out because I have a lot of great topics that I want to share. Oh, my sinuses are acting up this morning too. Yes, honey. Y'all know since Royce Reed exposed him, he's just doing team too much. She talked about how he did her with her son as well. And I was just like, I don't know with Dwight, baby. Since you got caught up in this damn lawsuit with what you were going through, it's seeming like Dwight is a monster, a low-key monster too, a controlling monster to where he's been coming for his baby mamas and trying not to be responsible for paying them child support. So y'all know the new thing now is take the child so I ain't got to pay child support. That's the new thing that's going on now. Okay, give me a second, guys. I got so many damn things saved up in here. Jesus, Lord. Oh, y'all forgive me if I'm sniffing. It's my sinuses that's acting up this morning, and I'm gonna have to get my nasal spray when I get off. Oh, okay, Dwight, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a moment. But yeah, he is suing his baby mama, guys, and trying to take custody of his daughter. He don't need to have no kids in his house after we done heard what the hell he was dealing with over there in that house. Like, bruh. Okay. Do I need to double back on that? I hate when I can't find something that I saved. That shit irks me because I just saw it last night. All right. Hold on, guys. Just talk amongst yourself. We'll sit here. Dwight, where are you? He don't want me to tell his stuff. He gonna try to hide now, but we gonna find you, Dwight. Yes, we will. Oh my God. Dwight. Oh God. Where is Dwight? Oh Lord. I'm coming, y'all. Give me a second. I may have to spin the block on Dwight. Dwight Howard. Shit. Oh, that makes me irritated. All right, so we'll come back to Dwight. Because I got enough stuff to talk about this morning. All right, so next topic, honey. Next topic is who else I want to talk about? Okay, here you go. I found it. All right, so Dwight Howard, honey, he wants a court to terminate his $3,000 a month, or rather monthly child support payments, and he's seeking full custody of his 13-year-old daughter. Okay, and he claims that his ex allows their teen to post inappropriate TikToks. What was your other son doing? It seemed like all of his kids it's got something going on with his kids, and I think that they don't need to be around him because his son, Royce already said in her interview that the son be over there at his house seeing some things that he don't need to be seeing. So Dwight, you may not be the better parent, is looking like, according to the interview we saw with Royce. And not that I'm saying that I believe every damn thing that Royce be saying, but I don't think that you need to be trying to seek full custody of this child. But they're saying that basketball star Dwight Howard, honey, is taking legal action against one of his mothers of his children. Now, they're saying that according to reports that the athlete recently submitted a motion seeking full custody of his daughter, Layla, okay, following a string of alleged actions from the teen and her mother. Now, they're saying that reportedly Dwight Howard wrote in court documents that the 13-year-old mother 13-year-old's mother, Tiffany Render, has been keeping him out of their child's life. I don't blame him. They says that Ann said that Render hasn't been sharing information with him about the teen's education, health, and well-being, and suddenly moved her to Florida without his knowledge back in July. Now, they're saying that the FBA champion has also claimed that Layla has been posting a series of inappropriate things online since their move, adding that he has been unable to do much of anything about it. Okay. Now, he's reportedly wrote in the legal documents, he says that Render failed and refused to provide access to the minor child and has failed and refused to discuss in good faith the minor child's relocation, enrollment in her prior school, or enrollment in her new school in Florida. Saying that speaking on the nature of the alleged inappropriate TikTok videos, it says that Howard claimed that Layla was seen flipping off the camera and wearing clothes not appropriate for her age. All right. He also claims that there are videos of the minor child scantily clad in an inappropriate clothing with vulgar sexual songs playing in the background, wherein which the minor child is making sexual or sexual rather inappropriate gestures and innuendos. They're saying, in addition, Howard said that Render, which is the mother, had their daughter partake in filming for the Real Housewives of Orlando without his knowledge or consent, and she stripped him from his parental rights following their move. Okay, there's a reason why she don't want the child around you, and every child deserves to be in a parent's life if it's not toxic. And Dwight, you have been showing a lot of toxic behavior. Royce has talked about how her son's behavior changed dramatically when he started hanging out more at Dwight's house. Now, mind you, he didn't even want Royce's child. He wanted Royce to get rid of the child. But now it's like he's trying to be his father of the year. And the more Royce has been giving him more parental time with their son, she's noticing a lot of sexual, behaviors with her son. And now it's no coincidence that his daughter is displaying the same stuff. It's so damn crazy. I'm like, damn. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get my nasal spray because this shit is just about to drive me nuts. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Oh, I had to handle that because it's getting to the point where my eyes are starting to run. I can't take it. Okay, but as I was saying, yeah, I don't feel like Dwight needs to be trying to take full custody of that child because, of course, y'all know he's still playing in the league, which means he will not have time to be a full-time parent to this child. So the child gonna probably be handed off to his mama while he's really trying to get out of paying child support and be controlling like he's trying to do with Royce. Okay, he didn't want them kids. He wants to be able to say, oh, the child is staying with me and to have that control over the other parent. She's already said she went through that with her son, Braylon, according to Royce, and now he's trying to do the same. Now, do I agree that a 13-year-old should be on social media wearing inappropriate clothes and flipping off the camera and things like that? No, I don't. The mother needs to step up when it comes to the discipline with that child, or it will get out of hand. She needs to step it up with that. And they do need to communicate. And there may be a reason as to why she chose to move away from him and not communicate because, and going back to the interview with Royce, and I kind of go by it's patterns. Dwight Howard is controlling. He wants to control his baby mamas. Okay. Period. He's a monster. He is a monster. And when he doesn't get what he wants, then he will start going after family members like he did Royce's mama, drained her bank account and had her bank account garnished because he sued Royce for over 200 and something million, knowing she didn't have the money. But it's the fact that he wants to be in control and have everybody sign all these NDAs while he's just out here living wild and doing the crazy shit that he does. Now, it's already been said and alleged that during the time that Royce's son did what he did, that he was in Dwight Howard's care. Y'all remember the incident that happened with the teenager where Royce's son was there and some inappropriate touching was done? It was said and alleged that incident happened at Dwight Howard's house and that Royce came to pick her son up. And when it came out, because she is the primary parent of this child, she actually went to jail behind it when it really should have been Dwight. But when you got money and power like that, you're able to wiggle your way up out of things. So Roy should not have gone to jail and had to go through parental counseling and all this that she said she had to go through. And Dwight had to do it as well, but she wasn't even there when this happened. She knew nothing about this happening, but because she's the child's primary parent, so it's looking like Dwight is trying to control this other parent now with that son. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but when you got a person who got a lot of money, then that's the type of shit that you deal with. And Dwight, like I said, is a monster. He's another person that's closeted and still trying. Somebody said, I remember that. Yeah, he touched a child inappropriately. And yeah, Royce went to jail, had a mugshot and everything. Was embarrassing. And it made it look like she was this unfit parent when really he was in the care of his dad. So I hate stuff like that. I really do. I hate stuff like that. But hopefully they figure that out with this child and get her some help. And not allow her to be on social media. And you have to monitor your kids too. That's another thing, because social media child is raising, the internet is raising our children, not mine, but raising our children. And you got to get in front of some stuff and counsel your kids and let them know and monitor them when they're online. Put different restrictions on there to where they can't, go into different things. If you're going to go on YouTube, you need to have some type of monitoring system on there where you can monitor what channels and stuff and what they're pulling up. Check behind them. Hell, go in their room. If they living in your house, go in their room. You pay the bills. You're not gonna close and lock no doors in my damn house. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. You better open that damn door. And when I get ready to go up in there, I'm gonna go up in there. This is my house. That's the attitude. I'm old school with mine. My mama used to be the same way with me. You living in my house, it's my rules. You don't get to run shit over here but your mouth, and that's limited. But so hopefully they figure that out, child, with this child. Let's move on, honey. All right, so for those of you who are Married to Medicine fans, I saw something that I thought was so crazy. I watched this last episode of Married to Medicine, and I said, Lord, first and foremost, I don't think that Sweet Tea should have been confiding in Heavenly, because I don't feel like Heavenly is a genuine friend when it comes to Sweet Tea, because Heavenly just wants some tea so she can hop her ass on her social media account and be telling somebody business. That's what I think. That's what I think. So if you guys watched the last episode of Married to Medicine, you would have seen on there where Sweet Tea met Dr. Heavenly up for lunch to actually sit down and talk about how Dr. G has been very controlling. Now, y'all remember Quad was saying the same thing about him when she was on the show, which is why she said that their relationship and or marriage did not make it, because Dr. G was very controlling. Y'all heard him screaming at her on the on one of the seasons ago before they broke up, saying that, I finance your life, I take care of you. So this is subscribers on. Okay. Yeah, Mods, can y'all handle that for me? Yeah, so now it's looking like Sweet Tea, she's coming out and she's kind of saying some of the same things that Quad was saying when it comes to Dr. G being controlling. She says that he's controlling. And yeah, so Quad decided to go on social media as well, and she's kind of talking about Sweet Tea. So it's like a huge mess going on here now. It's a mess going on here. So Quad says, what's in the dark will come to the light. I tried to tell the people. She's talking about Dr. G. She says, we often in society look at a person's title and assume that makes them perfect and a good character. She says, yet what we must realize is that people are people and that titles don't make them perfect, okay? Then this other person chimed in and says that she said that she didn't watch the show, yet she knows all about your relationship with your ex. They're talking about Sweet Tea, talking about Quad and the relationship that Quad had with Dr. G, all right? And then Quad says, is she lying or is she being dishonest, okay? So that's what Quad had to say. Now, like I said, Sweet Tea was heard sitting down with Dr. Heavenly and telling her how she was tired of Dr. G kind of being controlling, and that, I was just like, I wouldn't have told that shit to Heavenly, because Heavenly is always looking for the opportunity to be able to use whatever she can use against you in order to make you look crazy. Now, Sweet Tea, of course, I feel like she and Dr. G, I think they love one another, but the age gap thing for me is that he feels that he can control her because of that, and the fact that, according to her, she said she had 6 figures when she moved in with him. So, and I'm not doubting that, But I feel like because he feels that he is the doctor, he's actually a psychiatrist. He feels that because he makes the most money and that it's his house. And that's one of the things when you move in with somebody, when you move into a house with a man that has his own, he's already established, even though you bring your own money, sometimes they feel like they can run you. And that's what she's feeling like. That's what she's feeling like. So I don't feel she should have sat with damn Heavenly, of all people, who is still friends with Quad and running back telling information to Quad to keep some mess started. Like, I just didn't like that. When I saw that, I was like, girl, why is you sitting here having a damn conversation with Quad? I mean, with Dr. Heavenly? Like, girl, no. I was trying to see if I saved the clip. Somebody was saying we had to be on do we got somebody in here trolling? Do we have somebody trolling? Because I think somebody said I'm trying to watch the chat and do the show as well. I hope nobody ain't acting up in the chat. If so, let's put them in a timeout and then let's go ahead and block them, guys. Okay. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Sweet Tea is kind of speaking out to say that Dr. G is being controlling, or is he? You guys feel that he may be exhibiting some of the same things that Quad experienced when she was married to him as well? He seems to have maybe this like two different personalities is what it's seeming like. On camera, he seems to be all in love with her, and I'm not saying that he's this fake individual, but it seems weird because she's starting to be crying and stuff on national television because of things that's going on in the home. It doesn't seem like she's 100% happy, but it's shit crazy. I hope they make it. I really do. I hope that she don't break under the pressure of the things that's being said, that she's saying that she's experiencing in that house. Because that could be very, very, very irritating for somebody to start acting like they're your damn daddy when they're supposed to be your spouse. I don't want nobody telling me what to do. I'm grown. I mean, I'll tell you I'm going somewhere when I get ready to go, just so you know where my ass is in case something happens. But we're not gonna be on the daddy vibes. Like I don't do daddy vibes with no one. You're not telling me Jack. So I get how she's feeling, how she feels. Like, Dr. G, you might need to step back a little bit, sir, and stop being more of or giving daddy vibes versus husband vibes. Like, women don't like that. We as women, we want to be independent and we want to be able to speak our mind and speak our truth and not feel like we're being controlled in that way. Don't tell me that, oh, I pay this and I pay that. Well, congratulations. When you're married, you're one. Okay, your money is my money and vice versa. You don't need to remind me that you pay most of the bills. You don't need to remind me that you do this, this, and this. Okay, and if you're going to be on that level of BS, I ain't going to be here. I mean, period. I ain't got to be here. I can grab my shit and leave because, like she said, she was sitting on 6 figures before she got there. I'm pretty sure she was fine before she got there, and she'll be fine after. All right. A lot of people don't like Sweet Tea, but I don't have nothing against her. I feel like, it is what it is. They met each other. They in love with each other. Let them be married, child. All right, so I got one more topic that I want to run through, and then we're gonna let you guys go, okay? Because y'all know Car Chronicles don't usually be that long in the mornings. All right, so now victims of an Atlanta apartment fire, you guys, that were displaced and had over 100 tenants displaced, okay? They are now trying to sue the landlord, saying that the fire suppression system was not working. All right, this shit is so crazy. All right, so I'm going to read off what's going on, and then I'm going to play the news video for you guys. It says the tenants who lost their belongings in the notorious Atlanta apartment fire are suing the complex. The complex's residential landlord, okay? They're saying several residents from the reserve at La Vista Walk gathered on Saturday for a press conference near the charred apartment building, that they are filing a class action suit against the apartment building, which runs reserve at La Vista Walk. And it says that during the conference that some renters actually shared that they lost every bit of their belongings in the fire, which was started by residents shooting fireworks to celebrate their birthday. Okay, now they did, according to what I read in other reports, they did not get permission from the apartment building to fire off these said fireworks. Okay, they didn't get permission. So in addition to them doing that, they burnt down the damn apartment place, displacing over 100 people, which is so damn sad. It says that, however, the now displaced group says that Avenium, which owns the apartment building, knew of ongoing issues such as black mold, flooding, and more. It says that yet they took no steps to rectify the problems before the blaze. It says that even worse, the fire suppressor system in the building was reportedly faulty. Okay, so Robert Stokes and Charnel Gunn were arrested in November on November 10th for creating the fire. I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys. Shout out to Jasmine Brand on this, so you guys can see the apartment building is charred. I mean, charred to hell.
Residents are joining a class action suit against the owners of the complex. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy talked with them and the attorneys who plan to file a suit.
And residents say the owners knew that there were issues with the fire system and did nothing to fix it. Now they plan to come together to file a class action lawsuit to hold that company accountable. Alexander Lance is not only a resident, he says he used to be a property manager for the complex and saw firsthand how the company allegedly ignored safety violations and put residents in danger.
We're doing the right thing, standing up to one of many predatory landlords.
Today, the building is still roped off and residents are only able to enter the building with a security escort after a fire swept through one of the buildings last weekend. Investigators think it was started by two people setting off fireworks on the roof. Both are now facing charges.
There are people who have lost everything that they own, whether it be important documents, loved pictures, ashes of loved ones.
Lawyers representing some of the residents say the complex has a long history of negligence and knew people were illegally accessing that roof and failed to stop it.
They've had issues with the wiring, and then in June of 2022, two control valves were diagnosed as being broken.
Resident Alante Smith says what's even more egregious is a lack of communication since the fire.
There hasn't been any reference to receiving our deposits back, our rent for this month. There's been no type of sympathy, no empathy, no aid.
We reached out to the complex on Friday about the pending lawsuit and the allegation.
That's so sad. 100 people with nowhere to stay, and here it is, almost damn Thanksgiving. Then you got Christmas coming up. Like, that is so damn sad, and all because two people want to take their ass on top of the roof and fire off fireworks when they didn't have permission to do that, and then burnt everybody's damn house up. Like these people saying they done lost very personal stuff like ashes of people that, you know, that shit is so sad when I think about it. Pictures that you can never ever get back, just personal stuff. Just think about if your house burnt down, like everything in there, you would be sad as hell to lose everything that you damn have over somebody doing something stupid as firing off some damn fireworks on top of a building. Like, and they got arrested, which I'm glad, because that is arson, which there's no telling how much time they're going to get for that shit. But damn, that's so sad. My heart goes out to people like that. But that is our show for this morning. There will be a pop-in today, okay? And we do have some great topics for that. I'm still pulling topics as we speak for our pop-in because I want it to be another great one. We had a great one yesterday. Don't forget to go check it out. We did play the for the video pop-in yesterday was Diddy's ex-bodyguard who spilled a lot of tea. He was naming names, like he spared no one, guys. So if you guys want to catch up on that, please go over there and check it out. So that you can hear a lot of in-depth things. He talked about how Diddy actually even treated his own mother, verbally abusive towards his own mother. And the security guard had to step in and threaten him, say, look, don't you ever talk to your mother like that. And if you do it again, I'm going to beat your ass. That's pretty much what he was saying. And how he actually mistreated his baby mothers as well. The same thing that Kim Porter went through, the same thing all of his baby mothers have gone through. So we'll see you guys this evening for our pop-in. Thank y'all for being here. Love you guys all the way down to the ground. Mods, thank you for doing such a great job. And if there's any content creators that joined us this morning, thank you guys for being here as well. All right. Love you guys down. See you guys tomorrow. And see you guys later on today. And goodbye. I said tomorrow.